Hey y'all, SherriG, and I'm back with some more updates on the Shirley Strawberry Ernesto Williams saga. This situation is so hard for me to wrap my mind around. I just can't get it. In my mind and in my opinion, this man is just so demented, so diabolical, so dark, so evil. And I honestly am shocked that this is Shirley Strawberry's husband, number one. Number two, I'm shocked the how she stands by him, because going back a few days ago, I posted some commentary, uploaded some commentary where we discovered that Shirley Strawberry's husband was in trouble. And it wasn't in the news, it didn't make the news or anything like that. I found out on these YouTube streets, and I think that's how most people found out. It's through the YouTube or through perhaps some other internet sites. But anyway, it wasn't in the news. And so it's believable that what has been said as far as Steve Harvey, who is Shirley Strawberry's boss, and, they do the Steve Harvey morning radio show. It's believable when people say that he probably paid to have all of that kept under wraps, but somehow it got leaked. And thank goodness, because, oh my God. And I don't mean thank goodness because it's our business, but then again, when you're a public figure and you have things like this going on, when you're someone like Shirley, who did what was called the Strawberry Letter, where she was giving advice to people, relationship advice and things like that, yet she had all of this going on in her life. Yeah, it's a good thing we found out, because it's just like, how hypocritical of her, and how could she do the Strawberry Letter every day knowing what was going on behind closed doors within her own home. Now, allegedly, Shirley's saying that she didn't know all of this stuff, but there's just no way she didn't know, in my mind anyway, these things. I mean, she would advise someone else, I think, to actually do their homework as far as dating someone, and especially her being someone who hadn't dated in a long time. You think she would be more cautious and things like that, especially she's dating a younger man. So anyway, I digress. Let me go ahead and run my disclaimer, because I want to come back and give you guys the latest updates that I have on this whole situation. So as soon as this disclaimer runs, I'll come back and I will update you. Okay, y'all, so I'm back. If you haven't done so, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. So look, this whole thing, like I said, it's crazy. I just can't wrap my mind around it. And just reading over these recent charges, man, this man is disgusting. In my opinion, they should just dig a hole in the ground, drop him down in there, make sure he gets some nutrients, and just leave him there. But I have a feeling that at any rate, he's going to be put away for a long, long time. So going back to the bond hearing, Ernesto's bond, I believe, if I have all of my ducks in a row, and I did do some background check, his bond was set at $800,000, and he's still in jail to this day. So I would assume that Shirley doesn't have that to post him out or bond him out, and I guess Steve is not going to do it. I guess he's done enough already. But anyway, or maybe he just wants to wash his hands clean of this whole thing, because, people are going in on him saying that he allegedly introduced Shirley to this man, and that there is no way he didn't know of this man's past, even if Shirley didn't know of his past. But given these recent allegations, I have to say, I believe that Shirley, she may have not have known about all of the past things, because supposedly there's been, like a 10-year break since his life of crime. Then it was like 10 years where he didn't do anything, and now he's back. So she might not have known of all of the things that have happened before these recent things that have happened, which landed him in jail. I actually don't believe that he stopped cold turkey like that. I just believe he just didn't get caught for 10 years and just got real crazy. Anyway, anyway, it's a mess. So I'm going to read these allegations to you, these 5 recent charges, but I'm going to spell out some of it because I'm really not sure about this YouTube and, how they strike your channel and things, like if you say certain words or certain phrases and things like that. So I'm going to spell some of the words that I feel may cause a strike. So anyway, one of the most recent charges is RAPE. And that was from January 8th of 2019. That he faced that charge. Also, January 8th, 2019, he's been charged with trafficking a person for sexual servitude. Oh, my goodness. So, up until these charges, and that's 2 right now. I still have 3 more that I want to give you that are recent. But before these charges, the things that we heard that he was being charged with were things like fraud, theft, misrepresentation of his business, things like that, right? Aggravated assault, carrying a weapon when he's a criminal, and it was like a kind of like a sawed-off shotgun type of weapon or something like that. Those are the types of charges, and there was a lot of them that he was, facing up into these most recent 5. But at the bond hearing, it was suggested that he be instructed or informed that he could no longer be around children and animals. That part I couldn't figure out because none of the charges kind of added up to him not being around children and animals. But now with these charges, it makes sense. Like it makes sense anyway as far as the children. They did say, though, at the bond hearing that there was like pictures, 4 of them, with, I guess it was a child, and it was nudity. So, but anyway, like I said, this whole thing is crazy, and it's just so much going on with this man and his mind. It's really twisted. And the fact that Shirley at the bond hearing was pleading to the court to release him to her until he faces, his sentencing. It's just crazy to me. And the fact that she's still standing behind him, it's just crazy to me. So anyway, those are 2. And here are the other 3. Let's see. February 1st of 2021, it was sexual battery, which was a misdemeanor. And then aggravated sexual battery. Also, he was charged with that on February 1st of 2021. Then, in addition to that, on February 1st of 2021, aggravated SODOMY. And I only spell that because, like I said, I'm really not sure. I just pray I don't get a strike. But anyway, those are the 5 charges. In addition to these 5 charges, it's been said that some of his victims were his own children. Now, we already know that he was being instructed to stay away from Shirley, to stay away from his alleged girlfriend, Erica. He's been instructed to stay away from Shirley's daughter and Shirley's daughter's children, so Shirley's grandchildren. But what we're hearing now is that some of his victims were not just perhaps or allegedly Shirley's daughter and her children, but his own daughters. He has 2, and his own son. I don't see how Shirley could stand by this man. I mean, if his own children are coming up and saying, this is what my father's done to me, and I'm paraphrasing, I mean, I don't know how it was all brought about. I'm just speculating here. It's just a crazy mess. But even if she didn't believe, like, say that the charges that his children brought against him, what about her daughter? Because her daughter, Sheridan, and her, as far as I know, they had a beautiful relationship. At least that's how Shirley proposed it to us. And then again, maybe it wasn't, because Shirley was saying that she had no idea that these things happened with her child and her grandchildren. But her daughter is saying she did because she told her. So it's crazy. And when I heard that, that she was saying, Sheridan was saying that she told her mom, and her mom was saying, I don't know anything about this. This just seems like par for the course to me, because a lot of situations where something like this happens, you hear that the child told the parent, but the parent just wasn't receiving the information for whatever reason, or they always go back and claim they didn't hear it for whatever reason. I guess it's just hard to fathom that a man that you're with, a man that you love, a man that you call husband, a man that you sleep with, a man that's your partner, would actually do this to your child. But why would your child accuse him of something like that? You got to sit back and think about it. And if Shirley never took pause before, when Sheridan came to her and told her this is what's happening, Shirley should have taken pause then, because I guarantee you that if this was a strawberry letter, Shirley would have advised the mother to sit back, listen to your child. Maybe perhaps if she hadn't done any background investigation, go ahead and do the background investigation. Get the authorities involved. I mean, listen to your child. Why would she make that up? And especially after Shirley's always talking about, how wonderful she and her daughter's relationship is. At least that's what I remember. If you guys know of anything different, let me know. So like I said, guys, Ernesto is still in jail. There's an $800,000 bond that was posted and set. But it looks like he didn't make that bond. Apparently, Shirley doesn't have the money. And I guess Steve isn't going to help her. But anyway, I guess he's trying to wash his hands of it. But anyway, Mr. Williams has been in jail since July of 2022. And I have a feeling that he's going to be in jail for a very, 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 very long time. I mean, I don't know how Shirley's going to come up out of this. She's still doing the Steve Harvey Morning Show as if nothing happens. And of course, she's not addressing anything. I don't know. It's mom's the word. If you were, I listened to the show yesterday morning and I'm like, man, it's just like nothing happened. Like, I don't know. I don't know what we expect her to do or what we expect her to say. But I mean, something is better than nothing. Like, yeah, I'm going through this and there's more to the story than you guys know. I mean, something. But anyway, such is life. That's all I have for you on this whole crazy situation. As things continue to unfold, I will come back and I will give you more. If there's anything that you know, please get down in the comment section and share. Anyway, guys, I'm done. I'm done with this for today. It's just got my mind blown. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. Make it a good one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'll be back soon. Until then, ciao.